Mariposa, a really beautiful animation that focuses on memory, and how pictures often and music often take us back to certain places. And in this, these aspects took her back to her youth. And it's clearly a character who has Alzheimer's and struggling to remember things at this stage in her life. And I thought the post-it notes on various pictures was a really great touch, just effortlessly showcase what she's going through. And even though it was so clear before that, but it almost made me think, oh, do people really do this? Because that just seems like such a smart idea. And I've never heard of anyone actually doing that, that's going through Alzheimer's, sort of having these little memories that they place around of things. And if that even is helpful at all, I'd be very actually curious to know if that was a reference from anything in real life.
Mariposa, God, this just speaks to your heart. So beautifully done. Really great animation and characters. You had me fooled. I was like, why is she showing herself as an older, or actually just thought it was like a Cinderella story for a minute, her cleaning, and then she's like the spirit going into this older woman, and then I'm like, what's happening right now? And it just it just tugs at your heartstrings when you figure out what's happening. And I love the butterfly and the effects with that. Super cool. Another Cinderella feel, like with the birds, but beautifully done. I think this just beautifully represents Alzheimer's and dementia so well. The music, great. Just touching all the way around with the sticky notes. And you're like, why is she calling herself Mariposa? Is she finding herself? And then you realize she's reminding herself of who she is and who she was and who she is now, and all the sticky notes. It's just so touching. I wish you the best of luck. Everybody who did anything on this, A+, really well done. Great job.
Mariposa. Oh man, this was a beautiful short film. I mean, the animation is gorgeous. It feels kind of a old-time Disney in a good way. It's a very detailed, joyful animation. But I think that what makes this film really stand out is the subject, the story, because it explores the passage of time, which is something that scares a lot of people. But and this film manages to do so in a lovely way. I think this film doesn't have like it doesn't throw away its idea right in your face, but it makes you think on what it's trying to say and what the butterfly means. Because at first I thought that the butterfly was the grandmother from this girl, but then it turns out that the girl is the butterfly in the future. So by the end of it, we understand that that everything we saw in the first part of the video is just kind of a flashback, kind of a memory, and we have the older version of this woman who is now full of memories and full of things that have made her become a butterfly, full of experiences, full of an entire life. So I think that was the message of this film, and I really like that notion. And as I say, the animation is very very beautiful, and yeah, I think the people who did this film has a lot of heart and a lot of talent. So I would love to watch more projects from them. Well done.
This was such a bittersweet way to show aging and dementia, where she's chasing her younger self. Her younger self is chasing her older self. She's chasing memory. It's there. And then the sticky notes with the butterflies turning into sticky notes, showing that someone's still there. Someone still loves her. Whether it's a spouse or a child, they're letting her know what she should and should not do. The memory is there. and they're trying to remind her about what she should and should not do, not really ready to remove her from her home. It kind of shows the bittersweet way of aging, when the mind just starts to go. The early stages of dementia, where not just ready to leave the home, but ready to start caring enough. And it's really a bittersweet film where there are certain moments where you're lucid and certain moments you're not, but it's there. And this is such a sweet way of showing it. Really, it's bittersweet. It's the best way to describe it, because it's there where at a moment where she's lucid, where she can read the pamphlet about memory care, she can walk through her house and see the sticky notes and know who they're from. But there's going to be that moment where she's not lucid again, and there's a decision that's going to have to be made. This is such a sweet film.